NSFW, people of Reddit, what was the stupidest thing your horniness made you do? I used to share a room with my younger brother. We had bunk beds and I was on the top bunk. One night I drenched my piece in Vaseline and went to town cause I thought he was sleeping. I heard him say something so I grabbed the railing of my bed and leaned over. My hands were covered in Vaseline so I slipped off the railing and fell naked onto his bed with Vaseline covered hands and a boner. There was a lot of junk in my house when I was younger. I think I was 12 or 13 and wanted to know what having sex was like, so I found this thing. I think it was a part of a light fitting or something. Either way, it was round and had a hole at each end, a cylinder with no ends, basically. My teenage brain said that the tube was too small to put my erect penis in, so the sensible thing to do would be to stuff it in flaccid, then get hard when I'm already in. This turned out, to the surprise of nobody, to be a fucking horrible idea. The more erect I became, the more it constricted my penis and the more erect I became. I tried just pulling it off but it was on there fast. I went to the bathroom and ran cold water on my penis to try and make it go down. I hoped, on that day, that I had not learned what sex was like. Cursed Chinese finger trap. I honestly can't pinpoint an exact thing, but the amount of shame I felt upon reading the question, I'm pretty sure it should be forgotten. When I was a teenager I fucked a jar of jelly. It wasn't fun. It was just messy and sticky. This reminds me of one of my favorite jokes. What's the difference between jelly and jam? Yeah. I can't hang out with you anymore. My college boyfriend flew in to visit me and my conservative parents made it their business to have at least one of them home at all times, and my mom was also a light sleeper so doing it in the house wasn't going to work either. So in a desperate attempt, I led us to this creepy woodshed on the property behind my parents' house. I quickly learned that bare butts and freshly chopped firewood don't mix. I found splinters in parts of my body that there should never be splinters. Even worse, a few days after this the groundskeeper was chatting with my parents and I heard him telling them that the shed was crawling with black widow spiders, a nest hatched and they were everywhere. Friend back in high school relayed to me that fucking a microwaved banana peel with olive oil inside of it feels like a vagina. So naturally, having never tried a real human vagina, I grabbed a banana for a snack after coming home one day and stashed the peel away. When nobody was home I grabbed that peel, olive oiled it up, and microwaved for about a minute. Way too fucking long. In my excitement I dropped tro and penetrated the scalding peel, burning the shit out of my wiener. It was terrible. Absolutely 0-10 wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Suffice to say that it felt nothing like a real vagina. Getting that ball raw poon. Crashed a car speeding through the snow to get laid. Dashing through the snow, with a one-eyed open snake. With sex awaiting me, I forgot to hit the brake. Spun around and hit a pole, trying to get away. Jerking off with sponge. That didn't go well. Patrick? Sandy? Pearl? Mrs. Puff? Go back to my ex. Ah, where have I heard this story before? Musical notes, tale as old as Tai 5 Musical notes. Masturbated so frequently with such force I gave myself sores and blisters which I had to see a doctor about. Didn't see the doctor, too embarrassed. Got infected. Really had to see a doctor. Was less embarrassing than I had imagined. Damn, I can relate. I'm 35 and still have scarring on my dick from my teenage masturbation sessions. It's always fun explaining that to a new sexual partner. I tried to jack off after cutting hot peppers. Frown, I'd forgotten washing your hands doesn't get rid of capsaicin. What does? Please respond. Please. Drove an hour to a girl's house, only to be met there by her husband pointing a gun to my face at the door. I had no idea she was with anyone, let alone married. I explained to the guy that there was no way I'd have risked it going there if I knew she was married, and he believed me. I got in my car and raced it all the way back to the freeway. Got caught with pants down. A Filipino scammer catfished me and recorded me masturbating. He threatened to send the video to everyone on my friends list on Facebook. I stalled him for a while till I could delete all of my socials. Lesson: privacy settings are a thing for a reason. Watch Black Mirror Shut Up and Dance episode lol. Was having some substance-enhanced sex with my ex and we were both so into it I told her I was gonna come in a shot glass and she was going to shoot it. As soon as the load came, I vividly remember grabbing the shot from her hands and said, "No baby, you're not doing that." Thought you were gonna say, "No baby, this one's mine and down the shot yourself." Tried to use mobile phone as vibrator. Washed mobile after use. Mobile died. Plastic bags are your friends. So you're into asphyxia? Losing my virginity outdoors while having the flu. Not only that, we ended up screwing in a bed of nettles. I didn't notice because it was so dark outside. My ass and thighs were covered in nettle stings and they itched for weeks after. Not me, but my brother. Came home from school one day and found a hairbrush sitting on the counter, the handle covered in Vaseline. I immediately knew what that meant, and didn't look any closer at it. Skip to a week or two later. I walk into the bathroom and this old antique plunger we have was in the way of the toilet. I go to move it out of the way, but when I touch it I find it is also covered in Vaseline. I quickly washed my hand and left to find another bathroom. I may or may not have fucked a really sexy looking tree successfully. Didn't even buy me dinner first. Lol, you had me buckled over laughing for a few solid minutes. Cheers to you, my friend. Buy multiple dildos. I didn't really regret buying them afterwards, but thinking how I only bought them because I was horny is still a little stupid. LMWoo, I've horny shopped for dildos also, but caught myself getting wild. It's like grocery shopping when you're hungry. Leave my Calculus 2 class, jerk off in the school bathroom, and return to class like nothing happened. When I was 15 I lost my virginity to a girl who was 14. I was so stupid and wanted it to happen again I ended up buying her a hamster and a cage with toys and food. It was like almost $80 and that was all my fucking money I had, lol. Thanks for doing the sex. Here, have this rodent. Subscribe for daily Reddit videos.